how could I have let that happen to me? And it makes me feel stupid.
I'm so sorry, Han, you've been scammed.
If it looks too glam, it's probably a scam.
Hello and welcome to SG Now. I'm Sharda Harrison. Always good to be back in the studio. Always happy to have my kopi o kosong. Hope you're having one too with me, or maybe a te o peng. I'm not even going to try and get these terms right. I always get them wrong. Anyway, in the studio with me today we have CityJo Carson.
Hello, Sharda.
Hi, Carson. How you doing?
I'm doing very nicely, thank you.
So when was the last time we met?
We were talking about fatherhood. We had dads for life and mums for life here.
That's right.
Right, and remember, you actually invited us to your wedding.
Oh my goodness.
Right, we remember that. Yeah.
I'm glad you remembered that. Yeah. It will happen.
Okay.
And you will be invited.
Right. It's not complete. You're not just getting married. So we're going to ask you the next question is how many kids are you going to have?
Not 5.
Okay.
Definitely not 5.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It was 1, 2, or none, right? Something like
Yes,
that.
1, 2, and none. You have a very good memory. Well, I'm going to introduce our guest in the studio today, Marie Ang. Hi,
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Marie.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you for having me. Yes.
I wanted to introduce you before things got a bit awkward between us talking
No
about
worries.
kids.
Yes.
But today we're going to talk about being scammed, right? And that is a very, very serious topic. And Marie is a counsellor for people who have been scammed,
Yes.
which is a fantastic thing and something that we don't hear of often enough.
Yes.
Right?
That's correct.
And what else do you do, Marie?
Well, beside being a counselor, I'm also a mentor and coach as well as business consultant to businesses in distress.
Carson, you went out onto the streets with the other City Joes to find out what Singaporeans thought about being scammed, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that video. Let's check it out.
Millions of dollars have been lost to online scams, phone scams, and other scams. It is a serious problem that hurts a lot of people in Singapore. Today, we are out and about on the streets to find out what Singaporeans feel about this problem.
Have you ever fallen for online or phone scams before?
Oh, not me, man. Not me.
Thankfully, no.
No, not yet.
No, I have not.
I'm too smart for them.
I actually got scammed before lah. It was on a dating website, dating app lah. Yeah, and I thought that I met a very pretty and rich foreigner, and then she taught me how to invest. I just keep rejecting her advances and stuff because I kind of felt something was wrong.
Yeah lah, but it was like for a phone giveaway. They asked me, can you like give like buy a $50 or $100 like iPhone gift card like that. So then I just fell for it. Cause like I thought it was like very like believable at that time.
How dangerous do you think such scams are?
I think it's pretty dangerous because there's like a lot of news saying like those people who got cheated out of their entire life savings because of these scams.
You will lose your life savings, you will lose all your money you work hard for. I think it can ruin your life.
Pretty dangerous. On a scale of 10, I suppose 9, around there, pretty bad.
It is very dangerous because, as you can see, billions of dollars have been lost to these scammers.
It's very dangerous because it affects not only that person itself, but the family as well.
Desperate widows and desperate single people who need attention, maybe they will fall prey lah.
How do you think we can protect ourselves from scams?
I would check with my friends and family or search it up online to see whether the website is real or not.
Maybe read articles on how to differentiate whether it's a scam or if it's a legitimate message or email.
Ask for help whenever we have like inquiries about such like scams.
Firstly is to be aware of your surroundings. Secondly is read up on news.
Let the older, especially the seniors, know. Don't do any internet banking, so forth and so forth. And then when your phone or whatever, you don't recognize the numbers, don't press, don't look at the folders, whatever that is.
Which you feel it's not relevant to you, you should immediately stop the phone and then
block the number. When you receive a call of an unknown number, you have to ignore it. Okay, and government, of course, they already gave a lot of information that they don't do such call.
One thing is, for sure, is be vigilant.
It seems that Singaporeans are aware that we are not immune to scams. Our concerns not only center around the vulnerable elderly, but even the young working adult. Whether it be the lure of gifts, money or love, we are reminded, if it seems too glam, it's probably a scam. Check with your friends and family before you part with your money. I'm CityJo Carson at Bishan for Singapore One.
All right, and we're back. Okay, that video is very interesting. You got a lot of different varying responses, right?
Right.
So what are some of your thoughts from that?
Well, it's kind of interesting that what we didn't see is that a lot of people were not willing to be interviewed, you know? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so either they don't want to talk about scams or they just don't want to be in front of the camera.
So we're talking like maybe 6 out of 10 people didn't want to be interviewed.
Actually, a lot more. Yeah,
What?
so we were there for really quite some time.
So we're saying that maybe the topic about scamming is a taboo topic then.
Perhaps, yeah. But amongst the people that I managed to talk to, they gave really nice answers. I was really expecting a lot of older people who, you know, talk about being scammed, you know. But there was not much of that for that day, right? And the two people that told us they got scammed, they were both actually very young people. Yeah, so
Yeah.
You know, yeah, but
So-
that may not be a representation of what's happening in all of Singapore.
Marie, I'm going to bring you into this conversation, right? Do you think that people are a little bit judgmental when it comes to talking about being scammed?
Absolutely. I think when it comes to scammers know to target vulnerable people as well as people who are like, you know, ignorant. Personally, I've been scammed before, and I would like to stress that, you know, the more people who speak out about being scammed, then there's more out there for people to be aware of. And then the scammers may not have any other so-called modus operandi to operate on. So yes, they are in some sense say that, you know, judgmental, but on the other hand also quite sympathetic to some degree, depending
Yeah.
on who the target victim is.
Before we go into your scam story, just between the three of us, right? Truth or truth, you know, the game truth or dare. But got no dare lah, cause let's have a round table of truth. Have you been scammed before, Carson?
No, I have not been scammed before. I've had schoolmates who got into trouble and then they say, hey, you know, can you help me out? Can I borrow some money? So my classmate was in trouble. I just gave it away and said, you know, I was complete. I gave her $100. That's all I had. And she didn't return it, and that was okay.
How old were you?
I was in college at the time. Yeah.
Okay. My father said the same thing. Only lend money to people you really care about and lend them knowing that you're never going to get it back. But when it comes to being scammed, that's not us lending our money. That's somebody taking our money away. So I did a whole story about being scammed with CNA. And I learned so much during that investigative journey. And then I still kena scam. And then everybody said, I'm so stupid. You go on this journey, you learn not to click certain links and do this, and you still kena scam. But lucky I blocked my account just before the scammers could take away X amount of money. It wasn't a lot, but still. How could I have let that happen to me? And it makes me feel stupid, right? So, but I don't think we should feel stupid because there are some very sophisticated scammers out there. Exactly. So Marie, tell us your story. You said you got scammed. What happened to you?
So I found this particular Facebook ad, which was quite interesting. It was actually a startup company that had like a potted plant that you pour water in. Then you kind of put the plant around it, and the plant will just absorb the necessary water from this particular clay pot in that respect. So everything about the video was very good. It was nicely done, you know, money back guarantee, cash on delivery, and all sorts of things. So I thought, wow, okay. So when I clicked on the link, I thought like, wow, it costs $120. And no, I'll try to see whether, you know, they'll lower the price if there are more orders. Anyway, one day it came down to $70. And I thought, oh, okay, $70. Maybe I could just try it out. And lo and behold, so I bought it from there, cash on delivery, return. And then on top of that, there was a special, say buy one, get one free. Wow, bargain, you know. Long story short, so I paid the $70 cash to the delivery guy and then try it out. And then next thing I know, water started leaking out from the clay pot, which wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to, like, you know, go through the infusion of the clay, you know. So I kind of like texted the messenger, through the messenger, excuse me. And then after that, I said, look, you know, unfortunately, it's not working the way it was demonstrated. I said, I'm so sorry, hon, you've been scammed. So what happened was that the scammer took exactly the video, word for word, verbatim, everything, including money back guarantee, including, you know, this Ontario, Canada, and all these addresses, everything. But it's from China.
Oh.
So next thing I was like, damn, you know, that goes my $70. But that wasn't my first time.
So you've been scammed before, even before the $70.
Yeah. So that was another one about microphones, and that time I wanted to do podcasts. So they said, well, there's special 30% off, order through here. So I paid through PayPal, and long story short, right, the person who delivered the thing did not deliver at all, but showed delivery. And then on top of that, when I spoke to PayPal, I said I did not receive it. And PayPal said, no, the seller said they already delivered. So they're like something to the effect of like non-delivery, but showed delivery on PayPal. So PayPal refused to refund me, and that was for $120.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So you talk about, you know, people being judgmental. Of course, I relate the story to my brother, and the first thing he did was laugh his head off.